snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flush to his right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43. Here we go. Hey, smash. 43 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And in the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Well, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's the option. He'll pitch it back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this returnable for Rager. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Hurts. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Check, 4 down. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 19 Lion. 2 by 22.
But first down, Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Eagles 7, Vikings nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
10 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
22, Mike 22. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Santos lining up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Vikings 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
26-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And throw right side complete to Parker. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Devontae Parker. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another Eagles first down. First down and goal to go.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. This is Carson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Troy Pride. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that's Just 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some smash. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm fully built for this life.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 24. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 20-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Rager. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is caught. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 35, Vikings 10.
Out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd and short. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Everyone go forward, 4 down. Mike forward, Mike forward. Watch the pass.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a gain of 35.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part. This power burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Mike forward, Mike forward. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. Even, 4 down, even. Mike forward. We ain't giving up nothing today.
He's going to run again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run the option, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 35, Vikings 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the left.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PA? And he loses the football a 2nd time. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Going deep here for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that'll make it 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And, boy, there's that elusiveness on display, spinning forward and able to get 6 yards out of that. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second and...
On second down, here's the option. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Hurts. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He'd done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10, but I remember it. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about